The KPRC2 Community Blood Drive, as we just mentioned, with Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center, is happening today, right now actually. Donor coaches are set up outside our studios. Also, they will be set up at Houston Christian University and Exclusive Furniture's Grand Parkway location in Richmond later today. KPRC2 health reporter Haley Hernandez is live outside our studios right now with more on how you can help save lives. And Haley, at the top of the hour, we saw you doing just that.
Yeah, I just finished up and I'm feeling good. We're going to be out here till 3 o'clock talking about why it's so important that we get blood right now. I know you were just doing that interview to talk a little bit about why our community desperately needs this blood right now. And here, so that you can meet one of the current recipients, Emma and Elizabeth, thank you so much. But Emma, you're the one who you get blood every 2 weeks, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us why you need that?
So I have an autoimmune disease. It's called hypogammaglobulinemia, and I have to get blood or plasma bi-weekly so that I can survive, so that I can live like anybody else.
Yeah, so this is a super rare condition.
Yes,
what would you do, like what would happen to you if you didn't get this blood?
Well, actually, just
or the plasma, sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Just a few years ago, there was a shortage, and I got very sick. It was during COVID, so we couldn't really go out to the hospital because there was people with COVID there, and that would even get me more sick.
Right.
So I would.
That was a scary time, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I would get very sick. I would end up dying. And so it's very important that people come out here and give donations, because it's not just helping me, but a whole bunch of other people, my friends even.
Yeah. Explain your condition again to me.
So I have an autoimmune disease, so it affects my blood cells. And
Is her body not making bone marrow, or what's going on?
So her body doesn't make enough hemoglobins, and so what happens is basically her bone marrow doesn't function properly. So without plasma, the plasma that she receives has antibodies in it as well.
Okay.
And so it's what keeps her body going. Without it, her bone marrow would dry up, and that would be leukemia.
Yeah.
Emma cannot survive without biweekly plasma.
So she doesn't have leukemia, but basically they know that it would turn into that if she wasn't getting this blood?
Absolutely. She's tested for leukemia once a year because the probability of her getting it is extremely high since her bone marrow doesn't function properly.
Yeah, and so how stressful for the both of you. I mean, you're old enough to know what's going on now, but as a mom, that's got to be like, it's got to tear you up.
It does. We have to count on other people to come in and to donate in order to help her and to keep my daughter alive. Without those donations, she would not be here, and she wouldn't look as well as she does today.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about it. So you said that you don't feel good when you have to go long stretches without it. What do you start to notice? Does she go pale, or what happens?
So she does actually lose color like anybody would that needs blood products, as well as very fatigued. And then she just starts catching anything and everything that is around her, just because her it's similar to Bubble Boy. And so her immunity is so low that without it, Emma could even catch a cold and possibly pass away.
Yeah, I mean, luckily medicine has come so far since David's case, who you're mentioning, that Emma has a chance to survive and live out in the regular world with the help of blood donors. So what do you want to say to people who are, maybe thinking about donating blood today?
That it's very important that there are so many children that need you here to donate so that they can live long lives and that they can even make it to my age. Just that it is so important for families, for children, for everybody that you are here, and we're so thankful for the people who have come and have donated, because it's let me live this long.
Remind me how old you are?
I'm 14.
14. And you, I mean, the chances of you making it to this age without plasma, it's just impossible.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, we, besides cases like Emma's, we've got, accidents happen all the time in Houston, pregnant women, people with cancer. There's all kinds of reasons that on the daily basis, we need to keep the blood supply up. And how nerve-wracking is it when you hear that, going into the summer months and after storms, that supply starts to go down?
For our family, I mean, it's crucial, these donations. Not only do we have Emma, we even have my mom with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, who they need these blood products. Like you said, it ranges, it's all ages, and it could really be any of us. But it affects us because we are counting on each of you for my daughter to survive.
Yeah. Wow. Well, great job, guys. Again, today, this blood drive is happening until 3 o'clock today at the KPRC studios. We've got other locations around town. You can go to click2houston.com/community to find those other locations. You can use that website to also sign up and schedule your appointment, get those questions done ahead of time. So really, the process once you get here does not take that long. But this is at 8181 Southwest Freeway, and we will be here until 3 o'clock. It was great to meet you guys. Y'all have a wonderful story, and we're hoping that this blood drive helps families just like yours.
And we thank you guys as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Zach, you have any questions?
Yeah, no, just very inspiring to see, her speak of
Yes.
her story, and then to see you to tell people that it's really painless. You get a few snacks, you get
It's
to
so
stay
fast.
in air conditioning. Yeah, it's so fast. And what I love about this too, Haley, is that
Then you get this.
and you get a bag, right? But so many more people are
Yeah,
eligible
here's
to
what.
donate now than before, and so
You're right.
if this is something that you're interested in doing, now's the time to get involved.
You're absolutely right, Zach. So we hope that people will take advantage of that and then
Yeah.
come out and donate too.
Yeah. Okay. All good information. Haley Hernandez live for us this morning. Thank you so much.